enough is enough. The PulseChain community is now fighting back against all this relentless FUD against our bags. Whether you like Richard Hart or not, I mean, I don't really care, okay? They are trying to take our bags down to zero. And we all know this, friends. We are going to survive no matter what. But the overall message I have for you is nobody's sitting here and just taking it anymore. So there has been a fund started by Mr. DcentraliseMe, and he has called on the GodWhale, who is like one of the PulseChain big secret whales. He's got like $1 billion plus. And it's asked for money to raise in a fund. And it's actually going to be used very intelligently, and I'm gonna give you some ideas. We're gonna go deep in the details in, but just to spoil something here for you, just to give you a bit of a taste, it's quite awesome. They're gonna go to all the websites that post negative news, and then they're gonna pay for positive news on that same thing, which is an interesting strategy, and I'm gonna go through more with it now. So, you know, we are in a 4-year cycle, and we have liquidity on the rise up, but the FUD, friends, has been like relentless, obviously, for Richard Hart stuff. And I've actually shown you, if you watched one of my videos, you really got to watch this video, okay? The truth about PulseChain, where I drop some truth bombs, and I show how, if you go down here, the truth about PulseChain, friends, extremely important. I show that Chainlink, for example, received heaps of good news, and their price is still down after 4.5 years. You can see it on the link BTC. But what makes PulseChain community special is there might be an actual silver lining here, friends. So throughout all this FUD, it feels like they've pushed us into a corner, and now we're all going to benefit greatly from it. Because they pushed us into a corner, the corrupt Interpol with the lactating man boobs from Eurocuck, soy boy, Finland, government land, honk honk. Okay, that corrupt Interpol and the corrupt SEC. Now we are basically going to power up. Okay, you're going to do the Dragon Ball Z going Super Saiyan style. That's what's pretty much coming now. And these strategies that you're going to be seeing deployed across crypto space and other digital media, I think it's going to benefit everybody. It's basically just indicating to you that there's been a change, and it's positive for everyone. Now, with that 4-year cycle, right, I even have Raoul Powell's post here. I just want to quickly touch on it here, friends. Why it's all going to be okay. And you have the global liquidity cycle, and it's a very faint line, and we are actually down here. And it's just an overlay of what happened in the past 2017 cycle. But still, okay, yeah, global liquidity, money coming up here. That's why I do believe, even if we don't do this, we're still going to win. However, this might be a bit of that extra catalyst, that juice that we need, orange juice, of course, to help us, I guess, accelerate the cherries on top. Could be the pDAI story. It could be PulseChain core coins getting more centralized exchange listings. Just basically not only fighting the FUD, but enhancing the whole system overall. Now, the PulseChain monthly chart, friends, of course, we are going down into a wedge, and it almost seems like we're destined to eventually break out of it, but I'm now going to just give you an insight into Mr. DcentraliseMe. We're going to watch the video a bit later, but I'm going to show you his post here. He's called on the GodWhale, calling on the GodWhale. This is a pitch to the GodWhale to fund a comprehensive digital marketing program ran by the community for PulseChain. Let's maximize the awareness phase for community, freedom, and PulseChain. So I'm going to go through this video. It's actually a fantastic video. We're actually going to watch it together, friends. So it just shows you, I want you to know, like, you're watching this on the sidelines, so everyone's pretty much had enough. We're like, you know what, man? I'm not exaggerating, man. Like, listen, we danced on coffins in September of 2021, okay? We did not abuse a school bus of children. We didn't burn down a dog pound of all the puppies. You understand? Like, the punishment doesn't fit the crime here. And by the way, how many candles did I light, which I'll light again right now? I've been lighting a lot of candles. This makes no sense, okay? But this is the game, friends. This is the game of life, okay? The strongest out there, they have the most toughest battles, okay? So let's continue. So Mr. DcentraliseMe, he's called on Mr. GodWhale, and he's made updates. He's got an address out here. First, it hit $55,000. So one person just sent in $55,000. $55,000 of that estrogen dye. And then it actually reached 100 grand instantly. And by the way, friends, literally 6 hours ago. So it's like, yeah, I'm not going to say anything. But look, it's amazing. Hey, 100K target already reached, all right? Now, this is not for altcoins or anything in particular. This is for, it's for a unique strategy push. That's why I want you to know, like, you're holding your bags. Everyone's fighting for this, okay? No one's sitting here and saying, oh, well, we're giving up, okay? That's why, friends, like the community is the asset, yeah? Code doesn't solve everything itself, okay? You need like this proof of work, which is actually people who still believe. Okay, let's continue. So let's watch Mr. DcentraliseMe's video. Check this out.
Calling on the GodWhale, the route to professional marketing for PulseChain. This video is a pitch to the GodWhale to fund a comprehensive digital marketing strategy to put PulseChain on the map and increase its mindshare. We're currently experiencing...
So you're seeing that, right? It's about mindshare. Okay, now, yes, there is no such thing as bad press. It is that. But this is too much. This is stupid now. It's gone like, no, it's a joke. You're literally squirting your lactating man boobs all over the place. This makes no sense, soy boy Finland government. Okay, so this is what we've experienced on the left-hand side, okay? We've had negative PR, so poo-poo relations. There's been a single platform, so it has been like, there's like one comes out and it's just like, okay, that's the thing. So, oh, it's whale FUD, you know? Oh, there's FUD from somewhere else. It's like one source. Okay, that's another problem. It has been unprofessional. So I made a video for you. I showed you that Nuclear Herbs, shout out to Mr. Nuclear Herbs. Woo! He's basically talked to the detective from Helsinki in the land of Finland. And the detective, the cops basically say, we've never released an official criminal report thing anyway. And then so Nuclear Herbs is saying, all right, how do these guys write articles about stuff? And it's like, oh, the word of mouth, or he said, she said. And he's like, this is very unprofessional. How the hell do you do it? How do you just let journalists write words based off word of mouth on articles where they can't confirm anything? So they just go around and say, oh, well, this guy may or may not have been a murderer. This guy bashes his wife. I don't know. I heard it from the cops myself. He's like, that makes no sense, okay? But that's how it's working in Finland right now. Very unfortunate that we've been caught in the crossfire, okay? And also, our things have been reaching the same audience, okay? So that's it. But that's bear market stuff, right? So everyone in crypto is in a bear market, and when candles will go down, okay, when the candles aren't gone, and it's not time yet, it's pretty much just a circular whirlwind out here. So Mr. DcentraliseMe is going to use the funds. They're going to hire a comprehensive marketing agency. I think he works for one, and let him do the talking.
Comprehensive marketing agency and start playing on the same field as the largest blockchains. A full stack marketing agency can deliver positive PR. Richard Heart is the savior of crypto. It's time more people understood this. We need to expand outside of X, on other social media platforms, news outlets, and search engines. PulseChain is premium blockchain technology. It's time we put out content that's in keeping with this. Time we reached a wider audience. The problem is that if Richard were to...
So actually, friends, I just want to quickly go back and show you. So what they're going to do is, okay, part of the strategy is show you. So websites that hate bad FUD, you go pay them, you write positive news. Hey, release this article. But it is, friends, I'm not making this up. They are hunched back, brown tarnished slipper wearing soy boy cucks. I'm not making this up, okay? They're all paid shields. They need views. They literally need views. By the way, friends, there are people on Twitter, they've kind of alluded to where a journalist, let's say you run a news website, you just keep writing FUD about someone, and then someone tips them off, and they're like, hey, if you want them to stop writing FUD about it, if you give them like 10 grand, their journalists will write positive stuff about you for the next 3 months. I'm not making this up. That's what happens. And when I heard about it, I'm like, nah, no way anybody does this. I really thought at the start, I go, oh, no one's that like sociopathic and scum to do that with no morals. And I figured out in crypto, oh yeah, the first thing I thought, no way people do that. And I'm like, oh yeah, they do that. 100% they do that. That's a strategy. Yeah. If you're bleeding out, you need money and stuff as a news website or any media source. That's what you do. That's what you do. Just keep fighting it out. Just keep fighting it out. And then you get one of your friends, someone out there to contact them. Hey, we can make this stuff go away. We can provide we'll look after you pretty much. It's just going to cost. And that's what people do. They're paying for, but friends, that's what gangs do. They go, I remember I was sitting in a restaurant once and gangs came, was that for a birthday? Yeah, gangs came in, they went to the back of the kitchen, they just started bashing the chef and they ran out. And it turns out what they did is they came to the owner like a week earlier and they said, hey, $5,000 and we'll protect you. And he said, who the hell are you? And big mistake, right? When a gang comes up, hey, $5,000 will protect you. What? Because they literally protect you from who? Protect you from us. Okay, that's how it works, man. So also, this marketing fund will be multi-platform. So I know it won't be like websites where like we're covering all the juice, like we're all the energy fans. Like it's not these other secret places that are amazing where all this value is. Like we're the value, okay? But spreading this stuff out there, it does help. It helps massage rather than everybody keep coming back to me or like One Source and Crypto Coffee and Dr. Exologist saying, guys, it's all FUD. Because we look like retardio spasticos. We do because we're like, because bro, it is all FUD. It actually is all FUD. It's just like, hey, you're still doing it. We're still not rich. I know it sounds crazy, but it's part of the 4-year cycle. Also, this stuff would be like written more professional. So you have like a guy who's like smiling and he's like, hey, look at my lollipop. I have a degree out here. You know, these types of people out here, that's what it would provide, just a different light out here. And it would reach a new audience, you know. It'll reach somebody who's like eating his biscuits, basically morning tea, lunch, or maybe a mum out there. She's changing a baby's diaper. She just bought a vacuum, and you know what I mean. She's like looking for something else here. She says, "Oh, I'm exploring this new type of the world out here, crypto. Who's this Richard Hart guy?" So that's one thing it would reach. So a bit more from DcentraliseMe now. The problem, right? Active promotion as an investment opportunity by a founder risks the project being classified as a security. So that's the problem. So if Richard himself does all of it, I guess makes it harder to say your security or the blockchain really is living on the internet and it's like a global network community thing. And I guess the solution is going to say is
deemed as a security, bringing it under regulatory scrutiny. So how can we solve for this? We can use an intermediary. This is an established model used by other chains who donate to an intermediary who acts on their behalf, funding marketing activity in the best interest of the chain. GodWhale, donate to me. I've already set up a UK limited liability.
And by the way, he already got $100,000 in here, so that's awesome out here. So Mr. DcentraliseMe just showing you stuff. Head of sales, head of marketing, hired and managed marketing agencies, digital marketing, certified wallet visa. It's actually great that everyone out here has just these different avenues and projects. Friends, look, I'm wearing an unbacked stablecoin logo on my hat. Okay, I wear Pokemon hat. You know, we understand what it looks like out here, but also we know we're gonna win. It's just that, like, that's why it's here. Remember, this is more of a boost as well for everyone in the community to know, like, we're not sitting down and taking it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you just got bitch slapped 3 times. You ever seen that meme? This guy walks into the club and slaps your girl's ass. Yeah, we're not taking it. That's what it's come down to. Also, shout out to this Mr. Gentleman, $0 Prey, 10 years digital marketing, Dell Ford, RTE, Penguin Books. Maybe the pudgy penguins can learn something from him as well. The National Geographic. You must have watched a lot of animals making love, sir. That's awesome. So I've never heard of these guys before, but he's talking about Coinbound. Let's continue.
Coinbound, a leading crypto marketing agency who have worked with over 800 clients. They've worked with some big names and have a broad experience in terms of the types of companies they've worked with. Speaking to them, they were aware of PulseChain, understand it, and have experience working in this intermediary model that I'm proposing.
Just, I'm looking at the logos. I'm like, look, here's the thing, friends. I know, look, just chill out. I know you're looking at these logos and like, excuse me. Well, I'm just telling you, friends. It's not what you think. So because they're using these guys, you can't think their prices should be up higher for all these coinsy, okay? It's not about that. Instead, you got to have the glass half full approach. The orange juice is half full. You got to say, wow, thank God you guys have a marketing agency because some of you guys shouldn't even be here, okay? So pretty much that's what they all do, friends. They have VCs, they have teams. It's about connections and stuff out here. So like, we are just a bunch of people yelling on the internet, but eventually you got to remember, man, if it's memes, cults, religions, yeah, we're in the cult area. To grow into a religion, part of that ascension out of a cult, you got to get that first step out, which is, okay, how do we go? What's mainstream look like? Okay, this is part of that type of agenda out here. But you understand this, okay? We're not bribing them. Okay. What a lot of these foundations do, it doesn't take a genius to figure out which one's looking at, like Pui example. They're paying these guys in tokens, right? They're paying them in tokens from the launch. Yeah, we've already launched. So that's another advantage in terms of being grassroots out here. Mr. DcentraliseMe also goes on to the structure of the marketing.
This
Pretty
is
cool.
what the structure of the marketing efforts will look like. We will be signed an account manager at Coinbound who will have an executive sponsor who they refer to internally as a fractional CMO. With our direction, they will create plans for content creation and distribution on social media platforms outside of X. They'll manage paid ads, paid and earned media, and will strategically select influencers to sponsor. Osprey will manage 2 accounts. One will be an X account distributing the new professional content. The other will be focused on providing visibility to the community on the digital marketing program.
Now, I know you're looking at these. I want to tell you something, okay? We don't actually need this, okay? We don't actually need, let's reach out to the normies, strategic accounting. We don't actually need, I want you to know that. If this wasn't happening, we're going to win anyway. This is cherry on top, okay? This is expanding Mindshare, okay? Like going to just different places that we've never been before. Also, friends, you got to remember, in my position, some of you have said to me, Somi, can you do the marketing and stuff? People ask me to do that. And I've had to stress, friend, I am in the trenches with you, okay? So I am like the executioner, okay? I'm the assassin. That's my job is for that, okay? I can't go do all these things. You can't either, okay? We need like different avenues. You have to outsource this stuff out here. You get it. It's kind of like Lionel Messi, your job's not to be coach. You know what I mean? And you can't manage the football club, bro. Your job, you get on the pitch, make sure we score. That's what you're there for. And when we're losing 1-0, you look at everyone in the eyes and everyone feels like, you know what? We're still in the game. We're still in the game, Habib. We're still in the game. We got Spoonie. We got lollipops. We're going to make it. You understand that? You can't get that from a coach, really. You can't even get that from like the big stadium. Money can't even give you that, okay? That's the spirit, okay? That's what I can do. That's what my job is here to do here for us. And also like that's you're playing the game. We're actually playing the game. But these have reverberations out there into the universe that like don't underestimate them. That's all I'm saying. Some of these things, friends, I'm telling you now, you send them out, you never know. Just the most random, like who's a random dude? Richard Branson. Maybe he comes out and says, oh yeah, I like that fella. You know what I mean? The guy who owns Virgin. You know what I mean? Like random people out there, they basically get aware of stuff like this. Purely because you're going to like, you know, women's Weight Watchers magazines, hip hop areas. Remember we tried that, friends, where we raised some money to put Richard Hart, the trailer on the World Star Hip Hop and stuff like keep it where we keep on doing this over time. It eventually pays its dividend. Eventually, okay. It doesn't look like it pays straight away, but that's the global 4-year liquidity cycle. That's what we're slaves to, pretty much. He's also got a more detailed paid advertising type of makeup here, and I think it would specifically focus on, makes sense, PulseChain core coins and then the ERC fork copies. Okay, obviously, because we can get some pDAI. Hey, brother, you want to buy a stable coin? That'd be funny. But yeah, obviously, don't worry about any of these specific stuff. It is wonderful to see. I just want you to know, friends. So, like, I'm be honest. If I was in your squeaky chair as well, with very, very straight posture, hopefully you've got a little tub of berries or something to eating with you right now, and I see all this, I'll be honest. I'm like, wow, lots of words. People are doing something. I'll just be honest. And it's actually true. It actually is true. Wow. Speaking opportunities. Value prop. And then, wow, there's a lot of logos. And you just go move on. But that's the whole job, man. That's the whole... It's literally like the president walks out and says, we're doing good today. Great economy. And everyone's like, yeah. And just go on about their lives. All right? So these things, it's not the real fundamentals. The fundamentals is all us, the community is the asset out here. But get motivated, get excited. Like things are happening and people are trying. That's what you actually want. Even if this doesn't succeed, it's going to succeed, by the way. But even if it doesn't, you know, hey, people are trying. No one's just rolling over. Also, when you see the price going down, it tells you, like, if like people are saying, hey, Somi, how did you know to stay resilient during the dip? How are people buying or DCA buying, whatever? I'm like, well, bro, you know, literally we launched massive marketing campaigns as literally the Finland government were just literally squeezing their nipples and just lactating or their soy milk man titties and trying to just squirt us in the eye, basically infect our eyes out here. And the corrupt SEC, Gary Gensler, who got so embarrassed that literally Donald Trump has to fire you, bro. That's how bad it got. You know, before Gary Gensler, the semen demon himself, no one knew who the hell the SEC chairman was. No one even knew what the hell the SEC did. No one knew how the corrupt they were. Only John McAfee and a very few amount of people did. Bitcoin Maxiland. Everyone else was like, blah, blah, blah. SEC sounds like a government agency. Now we like really understand how deep this stuff goes here. And you know what? It's no surprise that Richard Hart, as a maverick out here, is on their wanted list. Not surprised. What's also interesting with this paid marketing stuff out here is they go YouTubes, podcasters, Twitter influencers, paid opportunities. Friend, look, everyone's a sheep, man. And by the way, even if they're not sheep, they don't even think about the information coming their way. They don't. You and I don't. Like, friends, if I'm walking outside and someone's trying to like advertise a lawnmower, I'm not thinking, well, maybe that lawnmower is a paid shill and they like took over another company. You don't understand. You just see, oh, paid lawnmower, whatever. You know what I mean? Like just a lawnmower. I'm just moving on with my life. Okay. That's how most people interpret crypto. So when they just see like fat dude twerking in Louis Vuitton tracksuit and watches stolen and Richard Hart Interpol, they think, oh, bad. That's it. And you don't blame them. You don't blame them. But now you just pay for marketing to do it on the other end. But you probably wonder, why does this happen to other chains and coins? Because they bribe everyone. They have a marketing budget thing. They hire people to do it. It's not fully decentralized, okay? The only things fully decentralized, friends, are you had Bitcoin, okay? Ethereum, by the way, how's Ethereum's marketing doing lately? I want to ask you that. How's it doing? Vitalik was literally dumping on poor people, dumping dog coins to go give people the jab in India. How's that looking market-wise, by the way? ETH BTC's down 75% since that point. How's that looking? I think it's down 60%. Not looking too good, is it? Okay. When you look at Vitalik, everyone shits on him. They're like, bro, have you seen the price action? We're literally getting poorer because of you. You see that? You see how that's all looking? Their marketing sucks. Of course it sucks. Third cycle curse. You see? But look at all the other marketing. Solana, even Tron, Cardano. Everyone has a budget for these. PulseChain just didn't because it's grassroots. Like, this is the great irony. It's like, bro, we're the least centralized. Okay, it's just that you can point to Richard Hart. We're actually the least centralized of all. All these other things have organized, pre-organized teams. You shouldn't even be going for us, okay? But this is it, you know? You get your tough battles and we're fighting back. Here are some of the missions where they're going to focus on PulseChain, PulseX, Hex, ERC20 copies, Richard Hart, positive PR, a professional tone, target ERC20 holders, and crypto-curious middle income. So yeah, friends, there's a lot of these people, you know, they listen to the xylophone music and they're like, I love future and I love like wealth, just like very generic topic. You know those people, friends, I hate to say that they're cookie cutters, dare I say. You know those people, friends, where like they don't want to put the volume too loud on a Thursday night because maybe their neighbors are here. You know those people? And you're like, bro, it's 7:30. You know what I mean? And by the way, their lives are so boring. This would be the most entertaining thing for them for the night. You know what I mean? Those guys, friends. And you know those guys who, when it's raining, they get the umbrella. They have to like get the string and tie the umbrella properly. They can't just put it there in the corner, even though they're going to be 2 minutes. It's that guy. You understand? That guy. He's listening to the podcasts. You know, he listens to Joe Rogan's paid ads like 45 seconds in. You know what I mean? That guy. So this is in a nutshell. Funding, GodWhale, DcentraliseMe, going to these avenues. I don't want to say we're fighting back. It's pretty good. That's why I wanted to cover this to show you. Now, is it going to be successful? What's this success even mean? Does it mean price goes up tomorrow? No, it's not about that, okay? It's about something bigger. Positive Mindshare, spreading out these vibes. You're fighting fire with orange juice, squirting it out. Yeah, these effective strategies, right? You go to the places of FUD and then you have to, you basically like change your opinion. Because, friends, I understand, like, look, people's opinions don't change in crypto unless your price is up. That is it, bro. That's it. That's it. Red candle, you're a scammer. I don't care who you are, bro. When Bitcoin's down 75%, Michael Saylor's a scammer. You're all scammers. That's it. That's how everyone's going to think. Price is up, you're God. That's how we all think, okay? But we're thinking about something bigger. You're thinking about longevity here, right? You're thinking about smoothing the bottoms out. That's what you're thinking about. And also, we all know this, friend. So Richard Hart, if we're going to continue the dream, pDAI, with all the updates that we've been seeing with the Richard Hart stuff and us continuing, it feels like the pDAI story must complete, okay? We have our journey to $1. It's, friends, it's the last big product market fit that Richard hasn't gone after. All right. When do you think it would start, by the way? I want you to think about that. They say the market, it figures this out over time. Hey, market, do you think Richard Hart's going to release a stablecoin like in like the last 30 days of the bull market? A project? Why would he do that? Why would he release it at the end? Would he release it in the next cycle? Yeah, that's why everyone's starting to figure this stuff out. They go, oh, he's already released it. The pDAI thing, that's why there's higher odds. That's why Grok believes as well. There's higher odds. It's already underway now. Oh, interesting. Back to almost 1 cent, 100x to $1. But we know because PulseChain, the core coin, has gone down. So that all ties into everything we've been seeing, friends. I mean, like even Mr. DcentraliseMe, I think he gives an ode here to Richard.
Yes. And I understand why. Even the biggest believers in pDAI have moments of doubt over me. They think, I never validate the stuff this guy says. Can I really trust him? And maybe they're right. Maybe you won't want to fund this. But we're in a unique situation, aren't we, Richard? Because you're one of the only people who really know that I have been truthful, that I am genuine, that I've been acting altruistically for over a year now. And you must be aware of me by now. Your fingerprints are all over our proposals. You would have seen that I get what you're doing on PulseChain. I understand the mission and see the true value. Give me a megaphone. Give me a budget and I will deliver.
So it's fantastic to see people stepping up and doing these things. So this type of outreach, remember, it's a boost for the whole community. Yeah, Mr. DcentraliseMe, and remember Richard Hart going after these events. Like, of course, people will not be able to get past certain stuff. Because I know, bro, you're just a little monkey, okay? I put Hex price up to 18 cents. You're worshipping everyone. That's it. Straight away. I drop it down 99%. You want to kill us again. That's the game. And actually, I've just seen the first guy who sent 55K, he sent another 50K. So thank you to Mr. Eagle Nest Fun. I was reading the comments here. Yeah, one dude. Was that? That's funny, bro. Hey, I really like your message. Here's $105,000. That's just wild to think about this stuff, man. So overall, there's marketing strategy. We're planning to fight back. And what is fighting back? Everything, look, friends, you just holding, you're fighting back. Because the wheels of time turn, the calendar turns, and then, you know, you eventually get the cyclical upwards thrust up. So you are fighting it. But this is more direct. I guess it's more, more targeted. And I think it gives everybody some confidence that if FUD comes out more, we have an answer, right? We have an answer to these. We have people targeting the different podcasts, videos, wherever it is out there that's pushing stuff out. Richard Hart, he's already got the clips out. Man, do you know how easy it is? Like, just think about this. We've already done the hard work. There's just clips. And there's big community and stuff out here. So yes, you're gonna see the piece of the puzzle. Right, it's not broken, okay? Everyone is putting it back together. And if you're on the sidelines and you want to cheat, that's okay, bro. It's okay. I'm not gonna stop anyone. I'm just telling you, this has happened before. All right. Not this level of FUD. It's always unique and different every time. I mean, like, friends, even Bitcoin, bro. Bitcoin had a Silk Road moment. Silk Road, remember? Friends, you know Silk Road, my gosh, they were doing most of the volume for Bitcoin. It was like the only Bitcoin use case. How devastating was that, by the way? Okay, literally, people didn't understand store of value back then, okay? They did not understand store of value. So when the government raided Silk Road, everybody thought they were going to jail because it's a public ledger and it had one use case, trading drugs. Okay, so people thought, oh my gosh, The government killed our only use case. It's done for. And then the FUD sent it all down. Crack. And what about Mt. Gox? Mt. Gox was doing, do you know Mt. Gox was doing 85% of Bitcoin trading volume? Mt. Gox. They had like 960,000 BTC, lost it all. Mt. Gox went bust. 85% of crypto Bitcoin volume, okay? And then they went bust, and that's when you had the 2014 bear market for Bitcoin. Obviously, in the crypto industry, there was no real industry here, but that was this, okay? That was here. Bitcoin going down, 85% down. So you got to think about the pain you're going through. You're holding. Imagine you saw. Man, by the way, Ivan bought Bitcoin like $1,000. He like FOMO bought it up to here or whatever it was, around $1,000, and it comes all the way down. Mt. Gox, because we didn't understand what the hell is going on here. We're like, what? The trading exchange that was 85% of the freaking volume was a Ponzi. You have no idea. What if there's a code in the Bitcoin bug? What if there's an inflation bug? You see all this fear? You have no confidence. You don't understand what a store of value is. Only a very few amount of people did. They have no idea. And look, now it looks like, oh, sweet, you just had a cheap price. Yeah. Think about it. All you think about is how cheap that price was. That's all you think about. Wow, I would have loved to have a $300 Bitcoin. Yes, you would, little Jimmy. Yes, you would. All you think, you don't think about the news event, do you? You just think about the price. Okay, where are we now? PulseChain, 52% below day one stack. PulseX, 72% below day one stack. Inc, $1.50. Combined hex is at 1.5 cents. pDAI is at 1 cent. So maybe, just maybe, okay, as I tweak my nipples, maybe we'll look back 12 months, 13 months, however long it takes. I'm just guessing on the bull market. We'll look back at some point in the future and we'll look back and we'll go, oh, look how cheap that price was. You want to remember the news, man. You can't feel the news back in time. Now, you and I will feel it because we can, my grandchildren are going to feel this type of FUD that we've found. But you get the point, okay? Because you can't feel the Mt. Gox ones. You can't feel the Bitcoin one. You can't actually feel it. You see it, you know it, but you don't actually feel it. You just like, oh, I would love to get that price. That actually overwhelms you. You're like, because you dream. You're like, man, imagine I just got that price. You start imagining that you bought a lottery ticket, huh? Well, maybe, not financial advice, maybe looking at one right now. Maybe I'm looking at one right now. Maybe that's what comes back in the future. Okay, look, it could be zero. Honestly, that's it. That's the outcome. We could all be dead and it goes to zero, negative prices. We all owe money to the blockchain. That's one possibility. Or there's a pump to the heavens future. And everyone looks back and goes, man, wish I bought back then. That's actually a very common theme in crypto. And even if you have the most myopic view and you go, you know what, I don't think you're even going to survive next bear market. Okay. You're basically saying you're going to cop a Luna. Luna did 900x from its bottom in 2021. That's how much it pumped. 900x. So spare me the nihilistic, myopic view. Oh, maybe we won't be around next bear market. Spare me that part, okay? So to trap that many number of people, to disappoint them, you got to have one hell of a pump first. One hell of a price pump to grab everybody in. You don't have everybody in. So you're at fair value. Okay? And fair value is growing. You know what else is growing? Nah, it's a family-friendly show. Our friendship is growing. Like, subscribe, belly button, and all. Catch you in the next one.